A lot of you started following me recently because I've been talking about a high-profile case that's local to me, and that's the disappearance of Mom Kafle. But what if I told you about a bright high school senior with his entire life ahead of him, who had already been accepted into college, who disappeared on a random Tuesday afternoon in a major city in the middle of the day, and nobody talked about it? That's what happened on January 29th, 1992, when 17-year-old Byron Page went missing in Los Angeles, California. Byron was last seen waiting at a bus stop to go to a music and video store that he frequented in West Hollywood, but he never made it to the store and no one ever saw him again. But nobody talked about it. When I was researching this episode, I could not find a single article written in 1992 about Byron's case. The media simply overlooked him. So now that I have more followers and a bigger platform, I would love to not only tell Byron's story, which we did on the podcast, but I want to talk about him here just to see if it gets to anybody who was around Los Angeles in 1992 or even knew Byron. Because there's so little information about this case that I know his mother's name, Jetty Page, but I don't know his father's name or his brother's name. All I know is that his brother was a student at UC San Diego at the time, and he's older than Byron. But this entire case is a complete mystery. This bright young teenager just simply disappeared into thin air. There have never been any suspects or any good leads in this case whatsoever. So I am so curious if there's anybody out there watching who knows anything about this. Please let me know. But either way, I think that missing people deserve to be talked about. Their stories deserve to be told, no matter how many years later it is. So I'm just glad that I was able to talk a little bit about Byron and share some of him with you.